Anime studios in 2026 are just going insane. They're literally opening up the vault of the anime history and just saying, oh, do you remember these shows? Well, guess what? We are not done with them. Some legendary titles, some classic titles are actually coming back. No reboots, no remakes, actual continuation. Today I'm going to show you 5 of the most classics anime that are returning in 2026. And mind you, some of these anime finished airing like 16 years ago. 16 freaking whole years. So remember, if the video was helpful, or for example you got hyped up by this video, because I am hyped, don't forget to subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. And without further ado, at number 5 we have Saga of the Tanya the Evil. If I want to give you a quick rundown of what this show is, imagine this: a heartless salaryman gets reincarnated as a little girl in a World War I style world by a godlike being that he actually despises. Now, I know it sounds crazy, and the synopsis is kind of not the whole show, but you don't know how hyped people are for this anime to actually return. And listen, there's only one season at this moment. Like, the first season came out in 2017. My guy, 2017 was 9 years ago. Damn, I feel old. Now, I know we have seen a lot of generic isekais in today's day and age, but this isekai is like just saying, what if isekai but war crimes? And mind you, it is really good. Like, even if you don't like isekai, if you watch this anime, you're probably going to enjoy it if you have any sort of like standards in anime. And when our guy basically gets reincarnated and his name actually is Tanya in this world, he just climbs up the ranks by tactics, logic, and pure hatred for divine authority, you could say. So he looks like a child, thinks like a military general, and fights like a demon. You could say it's not a power fantasy, but a hatred fantasy instead. So I am telling you, if this anime actually returns, it is going to remind people that isekai can actually be good when it's not a freaking copycat. Alright, next up we have Dorohedoro. Yep, after 6 whole years, we're getting another season of Dorohedoro. And you might look at this and say, oh, CG. Listen, this is one of those shows that is so freaking good, people do not care about the CG. Just to give you a quick synopsis, the world is split between sorcerers and humans. And our main guy is a guy with a lizard head, which he has lost his memories, and he is tracking down the sorcerer that has actually cursed him. And let me tell you, this anime is unhinged. It is brutal. It is kind of violent. And of course, muscle mommy. Now for our next one, it has actually been 12 years since season 1 came out. Yona of the Dawn. And let me tell you, this anime got abandoned for no freaking reason whatsoever. If I want to give you the level of impact that this anime made when it came out, imagine Frieren in 2014. And listen, I'm not saying the story is like Frieren or the characters are like Frieren. I'm just saying in the terms of impact that the anime made, and also in terms of quality. The quick synopsis is that there is a princess where she gets betrayed, and for example, the old politicians of the country don't like a little girl to actually rule over them, so they betray her and some other stuff happens. I don't want to spoil that because it has actually been a while and I want to rewatch it again. But she basically goes on this journey to actually gather warriors to take revenge on those people, you could say. I know not the craziest synopsis of the world, but still, the reason that I'm saying that this show is different is that the character writing, or for example, the story, the way that it pans out is just so unique And also, the characters are actually smart. It's not like a character makes a decision and you just go to yourself, why did you do that? And also, it has really good character development in all over the story, you could say. And also, it has a really badass and amazing female protagonist. You could say that Yona of the Dawn actually walked so that other anime can actually run. So yeah, go watch the first season, because when Yona of the Dawn actually comes out, you don't want to miss it. At number 2, oh my freaking god, I was not expecting this one. Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Like, my guy, I don't know how much anime you have watched, but I would probably guess that you have not heard of this show, because it has been 16 freaking years. This shit got dropped off in 2010. And mind you, this anime was on a level that people would compare it to Bleach at the time, because it was airing around like 2007 until like 2010. So around the same time as Bleach, and they were actually competitors, you could say, when they were airing at that time. Now, for a lot of reasons, Hitman Reborn didn't actually get the recognition that people thought it was going to get. I mean, there are a lot of reasons, and personally, even though I have not watched Hitman Reborn, I know its influence and I know its importance, but I can't really give you enough examples as to why it didn't reach the mainstream like media. But I know this, that it was influential for the time that it came out. But from what I know is that the main character is actually a loser in his school. I mean, I know it's anime, what do you expect? And somehow he becomes destined to become a mafia boss. And then later he gets trained by a literal hitman baby to become, you guessed it, a mafia boss. Now, from what I have heard is that at the beginning you would feel like it is a comedy gag anime entirely, but in later arcs you would actually just say to yourself that, wow, why is this hitting so hard? I mean, you could say similar to Bleach, because Bleach was like that as well. Like, I am really considering watching it before the continuation actually comes out, but we gotta wait and see. So to all those Katekyo Hitman Reborn fans, after 16 years, you won. And next up, oh my god, we got Black Clover. And listen, this is personal, gotta say, even though with all of the fair share of problems that Black Clover had, I am hyped, because Black Clover is the kind of show that, similar to My Hero Academia, I would say it actually improved itself. And mind you, the hype moments were hype as hell. And from what I know, because I am an anime only, I have not read the manga, but I have heard that the anime ended right before the power scaling got crazy, you could say. So I am really interested to see how that turns out. But after 5 years, literally half a decade, we're finally getting Black Clover. Oh my freaking god. Now, I don't know if I should explain the synopsis of Black Clover, but hey, I will, if even like one person hasn't watched Black Clover. We got our main guy, Asta, who in a world that magic is everything, he literally can't use magic. But even though he can't use magic, he just wants to become the Wizard King. So yeah, I guess you could understand how this all just pans out. The synopsis is not like crazy, as I said, with all of these other anime. I mean, you could say a lot of anime actually have really simple synopses, but still, the thing that makes it special is the characters and the fights, gotta say, and also the world. In general, listen, you probably know Black Clover. I don't need to explain anything, I think. But let me warn you, if you have not seen Black Clover by any means, be ready for a couple of episodes with a lot of screaming, because Asta is a guy which, if he doesn't win in a fight, he would just say, okay, what if screaming fixes all of this? Well, nothing new for Dragon Ball fans, I gotta say. But overall, I am hyped, and the trailer that they have shown is so freaking amazing. Yami Taicho, oh, dude, I can't wait to see Yami Taicho, man. Dude, like, with all of the problems of Black Clover, gotta say, the hype moments are hype. as hell. Now I want to give you another quick one as well, because this one is a movie, it's not a season, but still I am really happy about this one as well. We are going to get an Assassination Classroom movie in March. Dude, like 2026 just can't get any better than this. Now, I already made a video about this one. If you want to, you can go watch that. But in short, after like 10 years, we're also getting a Assassination Classroom. Now, from what I know, it's not like a continuation or anything. It's like the arcs that were not adapted in the anime, because some arcs were actually cut from the manga. But either way, I am hyped. I love it. Assassination Classroom, Koro Sensei, everything. I am ready. Now listen, there are some rumored anime to actually be returning in 2026, but because they are not confirmed officially, I don't want to give myself hope, or you for example, but I can promise you that when those titles actually get announced, I'm gonna talk about it, so stick around. Well, I hope this video was helpful in any sort of way, and overall, we are eating good in 2026. That's about it. Bye!